Come on, jump in, Dave. That was so fucking good.
No, that's not happening. It's not happening. I don't know what.
When you said it, I fucking started cracking up. I was just like, yes.
I was like,
Man,
what?
Dave's got moves on the low.
Exactly.
I was wondering initially what you were talking about, and then I was like, oh, he means no.
No, you're talking. Yeah, jump in.
Yeah, you know about drill. UK
Yeah,
drill.
you can just say, listen,
American
all you gotta
drill,
say
Pop
is
Smoke.
King, and ready, and you're good.
Oi.
King is ready. I'm in pulling gun is steady. That's it. That's it.
Yo, come on. The way Heady One comes into that track, though. Yo.
He kills that. He does good.
He starts off by saying, leggies, we don't like those. Leggies, we don't like those. How many points the team got? Come on, bro. That means that it's weird. It's weird, but leggies means like leg shots.
Oh,
so we don't like, we don't like, so this is gangster rap, bro. He says we don't like leg shots, and then when he says the next line about what did I just say again?
I don't know. You said leggies.
You said leggies, we don't like those.
Yeah. The next part. Hold on. What did I say? Leggies, we don't like those.
How many
How did I just forget the one thing I just said? I hate when that happens. You just like lose it.
That's when we're getting old, because I've been having that sometimes lately.
It just happens to you?
Yeah, like I'll be on my phone. I'll be on my
He
phone.
says how many? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead. Because you're talking about the song still.
He says how much points the team got. So he's like, how many bodies?
Yeah.
So leggies, we don't like those. How much points the team got? I got the dots. I don't have to get it ready because it's under the bed already. So the dots is a shotgun. So he doesn't have to get it ready. Yo, dude, he starts off this verse by just like, this is where I'm going. I'm gangster, period. I'm like, yo. But the thing with drill is they make it sound so good. I just put it in plain English. But now go back and listen to the verse and tell me it doesn't sound smooth the way, their accent, under the bed already. Oh, man. I wish I could play the track right now. We get booted, though.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Facebook is getting serious about that shit.
Yeah.
All of them are getting more serious about it. Dude, even Twitch. Twitch was like the safe haven for if you wanted to be a DJ and you just wanted to do some shit on the stream. And now they're locking them down.
Everything's getting locked down.
The rule of the law.
Apparently, you Quebecers could get locked down if you don't listen too. You see that?
Oh wait, are you talking about the Tim Hortons thing?
No, I'm talking about they could force you to freaking, if you don't want to isolate, if you get caught and you don't want to self-isolate, they can literally come forcefully remove you and isolate you for up to 30 days.
Good.
On a judge order.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
If that's what's happening,
yo,
it's not.
Toby,
they might also be, this is like leading onto forced vaccinating you guys too. You know that, right?
No, it's not. Toby.
Yeah, it is.
Toby, there is a virus spreading and people are not staying home. And they're
there are no faces right now.
I get it. I understand. But I think there are better ways than going about and grabbing people's civil liberties like that, bro.
But they gave you the option to follow it, and you didn't.
Yeah. So
what do you want, Toby? What do you want them to do next? I tell you, there is a virus killing people. You can't be out in these streets if you're infected because your virus can spread to other people and kill them. And then you're gonna say, "Cool, I'm going outside today." So then when they say, well, we told you, so we're coming to take you now and put you under quarantine because you won't listen, you're going to say, okay, well, no. So I don't understand.
You don't think that's a slippery slope, though?
No, because, Toby, they gave them the option to just follow the rule, though.
How about this? And it might be a little bit like far right or far left, whichever one you want to take it as. But how about we say, hey, you have it. We tested you. You tested positive, and you still don't want to sell. How about positive reinforcement in some way versus going to negative?
No,
they're so used to imprisoning people that it feels like that's the only way.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to tell you every day you stay home, I'm gonna pay you to do it? No.
Yes.
No, we don't have the money for that. What are you talking about?
So we have the money for the police like that too?
No, we don't have the money for
that's
CERB.
Another argument. We already know that that's a stupid idea.
They reallocate billions of dollars on a fucking yearly basis.
Dude, we have a huge deficit already because of all of that shit.
Don't print more fake money.
But that's it. Then you devalue the money. Then it's not worth anything. Haven't you noticed how much
it
your
already
groceries?
isn't.
It's already really low though.
Dude, have you seen how much your groceries cost now? Because how fucked our dollars are?
Yes.
I've been trying to buy weights for 4 months. I know how.
Exactly. Everything is a mess right now. So we can't throw money at the problem. We can't beg people because they don't listen. We can't get them to rationally. Dude, we can't even get people to put on masks in basic situations. How are you going to get someone to stay home in a basic situation?
Did you see the video about the guy? Like, it was the most ignorant video I saw. So two guys are in a. This is the Tim Hortons one with the girl there.
Yeah, that one is ridiculous.
So it's two cops go to a guy who's at the front, and it's like there's signs all over saying, in order to enter, you have to have a mask.
The 73-year-old guy?
No. This is like a pretty 40-something-year-old dude.
But like he's not jacked, but he's he's a
stocky guy.
You know?
Yeah.
And the cops are just saying like you have to wear a mask. Like, it's not a question. And the cops are wearing masks and stuff. Right?
Yes. And everyone else around them is wearing masks.
And the guy gets in their face. It escalates. They're trying to restrain him. And then, like, I guess it's his girlfriend or something, or someone he was with or something, is like, this is stupid. This is just because of a mask. And in my mind, like, yeah, it's stupid because it's over a mask that you refuse to wear because it's not to protect you, asshole. It's to protect others, first of all. But then the ignorant thing that she says next is that she then brings her camera to a girl. The next girl who decides to go in line because she has a mask or whatever, she's doing her thing. And just because she's a woman of
color, you could say color, buddy. I love how Dave gets so nervous. Dave gets so nervous. Nah, man, I'm teasing.
Bro, this is an uncensored platform. Speak your mind.
No, I understand, but like she turns to the girl and says, "This is all because of you guys."
Yeah.
And I was there, I'm like, did that girl basically say because cops killed the guy in the middle of the street?
She's trying
this is revenge. Like I didn't even understand the concept of her comment.
She's trying
so stupid.
She's trying to lump together everything, right? So one of the things that I've had a bunch of people comment on that video. Some people saying Quebec is a backwater place because look at how they're treating people. Some people saying, oh, this makes sense. I'll tell you to this very basic fact. If there's a sign in a private establishment that says you have to do something to come into our private establishment and you don't follow the rules of that private establishment, that's when police officers, rightfully so, are allowed to be called. If the place doesn't have private security and if the place has asked you to follow these rules, they do have the right to call the cops. When the dude in Toronto, the Muslim man who was having a nervous breakdown, didn't call the cops, called someone else for help, and the cop showed up and killed him, that is an abuse of power. That is a misuse of our funds, and our taxpaying dollars shouldn't be going to a police force that goes in and kills somebody like that. When people are saying defund the police, we're not saying get rid of all police officers, because you would still need police officers to enforce certain things like a private establishment requesting protection from another civilian who is acting aggressive and threatening people. But when we have a sick person at home who's not doing well and needs help, sending cops is not going to help that situation. It's only going to escalate it. These are the two different situations, because there's some people saying like cops are aggressive all the time. It's just like, yeah, there's a problem with the way we train cops. There is. We know that. We shouldn't have cops showing up.
It's definitely the establishment's enablement, right?
That's
what that is for the most
for their mental health.
Do cops need guns to go into a Tim Hortons to try and get a guy to leave? Not at all. If
they didn't have the guns on them, I'm sure they would have found another way to apprehend the guy.
Exactly, dude. In the end, they pepper sprayed the guy in the place. Everyone started coughing, so that was stupid. Like, you're two cops.
The guy was a pretty big guy, though.
He is a big guy, but they were two cops. You've been trained. Grab him by his arm and pull him out. Like, because they actively tried.
Or just call backup. And then you have 4 or 5 people. Now, again,
I think that's why they don't call backup now, because the perception that why do you need 5 cops for one guy?
Listen, I don't care if you need 5 cops for one guy. Sometimes you might. It's the once you apprehend the guy fact. It's
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah.
It's during the fact.
Yeah,
Do you
I
need to
agree.
be on their neck? Do you need
I
to
agree.
be on their solar plexus?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's the part. I don't care if you need 10. Some people are just that strong. Heck, I probably
Yeah.
need 3 myself.
Yeah.
But
No,
at
that's
the
fair.
end of the day, as long as you're not like keeping your knee on me so I can't breathe, I'm okay with
Yeah.
you know, it's nonsense, man.
Yo, man, and shout outs to all my friends who work in hospitals and all my friends who are nurses and stuff like that, because it's true. I've seen a whole bunch of my friends post recently about how they've been in the ER working on patients who are twice the size of some of these people in the streets, and they didn't need to step on someone's neck to get them subdued. And it's true.
Yeah.
I've worked in the ER and seen a guy strapped to a gurney, handcuffed, face down, because he was so aggressive, and they had to undo his cuffs and unstrap him to move him. And the cops stood back because the cops were just like, yo, we're telling you, this guy's aggressive. And when they stood back, the guy started acting up. And 2 nurses and a PAB, without doing anything as aggressive as the cops were able to subdue the guy, get him into a different bed, and strap him down.
Yeah.
They also have tranquilizers.
But that's it. They injected him after they strapped him down.
Dude, I would be. You know what? Why don't cops? Gosh, I was gonna say, why don't
No,
cops
no.
carry
No, they
tranquilizers?
did that. That's how they killed that other
For a lot of
dude.
reasons, Toby.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
I know.
Rewind. The cops didn't have tranquilizer, but they called in the paramedics who had tranquilizers, and that's how they killed that Elijah kid.
Oh gosh.
That's the problem, man. That's the problem. There is no good way to handle these situations the way the cops are doing it. Like the only way you could do this without killing people is to just actively have a better system in place with more training. And that is how you would make these situations better. Also teaching empathy, because the fact that these cops saw a black kid walking around with a ski mask because he has bad circulation and he gets cold, that him walking around in a ski mask is not a threat to you. You should not.
No.
He should be allowed to walk around in a ski mask. It's a perfectly fine thing to do. It's not a threat. I know television has taught us that every time you see a ski mask, you should freak the fuck out. That's not how the world is. That's a backwards thing that we've taught ourselves. So they see this guy. He's not doing anything. He was wearing a ski mask with headphones on and dancing. And down the street. And someone called it into the cops. And the person who called even said, I don't think anything's wrong. I don't think it's a danger. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
Why is that weird?
Thank you.
Yeah, I know,
Why are
it's
you
pretty
calling the
dumb.
cops?
There was another guy who was dancing
Oh.
on his same running route. Apparently, he was just dancing in the streets, and someone just called the cops and said, "No, he's not doing anything wrong, but he looks like he's off. He's just dancing in the street, but he wasn't dancing in the street. He was like on the sidewalk, like on the side, or people just need to mind their own business. It comes down to just mind your own fucking business.
Yo.
Mind your business.
Now? Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You can't even dance outside now without thinking the person in that house might call the cops on me for dancing.
Singing in the rain can get me shot. Cool.
Use social workers when the cops can't.
Singing in the rain
handle-
can get me shot. Cool.
We just got a comment from Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia Alexander Robb.
Mama.
Okay. Use social workers when the cops can't handle the situation. Yeah, I would say if anything, could we try and get social workers to go in some cases before we even get the cops? I agree with that. Social workers are trained in such a different way that you don't need to have the cops show up again with weapons. I think that's one of the things, man, that escalates a situation real quick. Like if I like in the times that I've been in my life interacting with people, and all of a sudden there's been a knife or a weapon, that automatically escalated the situation. Like that situation where we were arguing turned into there's a potential for severe bodily harm. So we all turn into like a mad aggressive people. Like now it's like, yeah, it's on. Like I'm not dying today.
Sure.
I'm not dying today. So whatever I have to do to make sure you don't get the up on me is what I'm going to do. And those situations suck. I hated being in that situation in the past. That's one of the reasons when people ask me, like, people are just like, Brian's such a nice guy. Guys, I grew up in a ghetto neighborhood. I saw people get beat up, jumped, stabbed. I saw a dude steal his Yo, man, I saw a dude steal his best friend's bike. and I didn't snitch because I knew snitches got stitched. Like when you grow up in you spend 12 years of your life watching the craziest shit happen. Everything else just seems easy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's because like when you grow up in that environment, you just knew the people, regardless of the situation, that you just didn't mess with. Even though you were cool with them, at any second it could just flip.
Dude.
So you just gotta make sure you don't cross any lines. And stuff.
Did I tell you the story about the Filipinos on this show before? How I was walking and like people in my neighborhood are warning me, Bill, be careful about the Filipino gang that walks around this block. And I'm just like,
so funny. Just hold on before you continue. I'm in my like mid 30s right now.
Yeah.
And just like thinking that we were ever in that kind of situation for even a blip is just kind of odd to think about now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's weird.
Yes.
It's really strange. The whole gang and neighborhood and like there were kids our age, but they were just cut a little differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, and then you talk to some of them, and you're just like, oh, I understand. You are not happy at home, and that you are taking that out on everyone and anyone in the streets.
Yeah.
You see, the trick was to always befriend at least two of them.
Oh,
right?
dude, I was friends with everybody.
Yeah, same.
Listen, Toby, you and I can name them, and I won't.
No. We ain't naming anybody. Again, we know what's up.
Hey, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm like, what up?
Yeah, like the Filipino gang is walking down the street. I see them. And you know when someone has in their eye that like, shit's about to pop off. So I'm walking because I have to go that way. And then as they get closer, I'm like, oh, I'm like, this is the gang. I'm like, yo, it's a dude from my church. Two of them are just like, oh, yo, what's up, Brian? I'm just like, yo, what's up, guys? They're just like, oh, not much. We're just hanging. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm like talking to him. And I realized, like, in my head, I was just like, oh, they must be wrong. No. They were in a gang. The people in the community were right. It's just that I knew them and they were cool with me. So I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. Like a lot of these people were people you knew.
Yep.
It's crazy. That's why I see it differently whenever people are always talking about like, you know, the ghetto and hood kids. I'm like, yeah, but fuck, I was friends with so many of them that like I see it differently, you know? Also, I always saw the humanity. I always saw the moments where we'd be playing ball and they were at their happiest and then they'd be something else elsewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It sucks, but
I've seen the same dude that burnt a cigarette into some guy's arm. And I was just like, when him and I were in school playing dominoes and he was smiling like, this is the best day of my life. Like, you know, and people are just like, oh, you know, like how do I merge those two ideas together that someone could be that happy and that aggressive? I'm like, because there's something in their life where it happened and that's why they're that aggressive. I don't know what it is, but it's happened.
That's why you'll like people will just never, if you've never really been through it, it'll be hard to really just empathize on that aspect, you know, on that level. Yeah. Like there really are just people who are living and unfortunately the circumstances around them forces them to not see outside of their current perspective. Yeah. It's always about a perspective shift. If they ever saw outside of it and that there was a way to get it without doing the stuff they were doing, man, I think everybody would take that route. But hey.
Yeah. Real quick.
On to something a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, actually I was going to switch it up. We got a comment. Someone on Twitch said, can we please talk about how handsome the man in the bottom left corner is? Thanks. So shout outs to you, Skinny. And I don't know who this person is. This person,
you got a secret admirer, brother.
Created their accounts on June 13th. And they have like nothing else in their account. So
this was an account just to stalk you, bro.
I know, eh? I was just gonna say. I was just
that's weird. Lock it down. Hold on.
It's okay, man. It's all right. You got a fan account. That's dope.
Yeah. So
follow him at I don't know what your friggin' Instagram is.
We say your IG all the time on the show. You don't want to say it now? We're shy because we got fans.
How about that?
That's great. Yo, did you really want to touch on Will and Jada again?
Doc? No. I was just joking. Earlier? I was legit just joking. That's why I said it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because I don't like Jada. So we can move on.
I don't like Jada either.
We won't go into it. We won't go into it. That's fair. Real quick, just a reminder to anyone who's listening, we have a hard out at 7:59 p.m. tonight because There is a
Hip-hop history's
versus,
happening.
yeah, hip hop history, hip hop culture is happening. Versus Snoop Dogg versus DMX is happening on Verzuz.tv on IG, and that is happening at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Western time. So, I mean, if it's hip hop, it says 8. It says 8 p.m. It's gonna start at 8:45. But
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
Skinny,
do that.
Skinny, they ain't starting on time. DMX is not showing up at 5 o'clock Pacific time. I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now.
He will. He will.
Nah, man, it's not happening. But but all that to say, we got we're gonna start off the View the Right Thing segment. Dave and I are gonna be talking about Harley Quinn season 2 finale that I actually don't remember right now. Oh, I remember it. I just remembered all of it.
I was about to say, how can you not remember? It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, yo, that's a dope. Oh, that's the TMNT Batman.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a dope.
Oh
pick.
shit!
That's a dope
I
one.
sold
Can you show the Robin?
Batman.
You sold
Yeah,
what?
That's a nice material.
The Robin and the Batgirl.
Oh, Damien. That's dope.
Yeah.
Wait, who was the Batgirl's in that one? I didn't even realize she
yeah.
was in it. Oh yeah, she is. Oh, with the new costume designed by what's his name? Who designed that one? I don't remember, but I know it's a recent design. Oh,
Brandon
shit,
Alfred.
Alfred?
That's
Yo,
it.
you get the whole team with it.
Yeah.
If you guys are listening to the podcast, Skinny just showed them to us. You guys can always check out our live
They are
streams. You can head over to the Franklin Armstrong page on Facebook, or actually you can go over if you're looking at this, just go to franklinarmstrong.com and click on the episode. I always put the video at the bottom of the episode on the website, so you can listen to it and you can scroll down and just watch it too. So it'll be there, and you guys will be able to see the beautiful action figures. But yeah, speaking of the Batverse and Harley Quinn,
It was pretty good. I was surprised the actual ending though of the season.
Uh-oh.
well, rumor is they might not be coming back. They didn't get renewed
Uh-oh.
yet, so that's why they
Yeah,
might have
the
ended
thing
it
is,
that
like,
way.
I was like, really? Like, they're really gonna go basically full fledged with Ivy and Harley? I was like, because they've never even done that in the comic books.
Exactly.
So I was like,
But the reason I think they did it
You
in
guys
the show,
called us out though a season or two ago, saying you wanted that.
I wanted it. I'm for it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
I
remember
like
one
the
of you
Kite Man.
saying
He
that.
actually rubbed for finally in some version of comic
That's fair.
book lore.
I agree with
Kite
this.
Man wasn't garbage. I enjoyed Kite Man.
Yeah,
in this
they
show.
actually made Kite Man an interesting character. You find out that his parents had powers, he doesn't. You find out that kind of makes him a black sheep. His parents want him to marry a powered person because they're hoping their grandkid will have powers. His parents are kind of hard on him. That's one of the reasons that he is the way he is, because he doesn't have powers, he feels like he's always trying to make up for something. Like, they gave him a really rich and interesting backstory. He really wants to be accepted and recognized for being an A-lister. Like, he wants to be seen as something more. And I thought they did a good job. But if anything, I think they did a better job in creating that backstory so that you realize in the end when he says to Ivy, yeah, I want someone better. I deserve someone better. And you realize, like, yeah, that's fair. He does. He does deserve someone better. He's working at something in his life. As much as just being the weirdo that everyone makes fun of, he's just like, no, I'm legit. I know what I'm doing. I know I don't have powers, but I'm still good at what I do. And you saw him all season kick ass. He really did help them. So.
Yeah, he did. He was very, very entertaining. But I find it very surprising though as well that the show hasn't been renewed, in the sense that, like,
Yeah. As of right now.
I think over two seasons, considering, I honest to God thought right away when they named this, I mean, this is gonna be a piece of garbage. I didn't think Kaylee Cuoco was gonna do necessarily a good Harley Quinn. And I've been proven
Yeah, I
wrong
didn't
on
think
all
so either.
fronts. Like,
Yeah.
it's been a solid show. It's been funny. It's drawn out several other different types of emotions. It's always had, even though it's all over the place, it has a direction somehow. Like, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just looked up to see, and as of July 22nd at 7 p.m., they still have not been renewed for a season 3. Yeah. So,
Same.
but I agree with you. I mean, them going off into the sunset, to be honest, if they ended the series there after 2 seasons, I'd be like, cool, I'm okay with it. It was fun.
Because it was at least an ending.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
they wrapped everything up. They brought the superheroes back. They're not just in
Yeah.
limbo. The town has been Gotham is now part of America again. Like, all the things that they did at the in season 1, they brought back, wrapped up, and fixed it. And those 2 just go off into the sunset. To be honest, I don't really see why you need to do like I know the idea. Supposedly the rumor for season 3 is they want Gordon running for mayor. That's the plan for season 3.
I could see that. That could be pretty funny. But like, I agree. Like, but I find the show is more than just Harley Quinn at this point. Like, there's so many secondary characters that she has on her side, but the actual characters such as Gordon or any of the other heroes that haven't been shown a lot for obvious reasons, like I wouldn't mind watching more shows about this universe.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be Harley.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, because one of the things we always say, Toby, we've said it, once you establish a universe, if you want to tell a good story in that universe, just make sure you're doing it better than other stuff's been done before.
If you're going to change it, yeah.
Yeah, and I personally think, because I agree with Dave, early on I did not expect much from this series at all. I didn't, similarly, I did not expect Haley Kuko to do a good job with the voice talent. She did. The writing, I was just like, let's see what they do, but I'm not expecting much. They brought it. Even the animation style is dope. Like it was all really fun. So, and that's one of the reasons that I agree. I could see them extending the universe and doing more stories, doing something else. I mean, at that point, just bring back Harley and do a 3rd season then, and then expand from there. Like, I wouldn't say start a show off from any of the secondary characters, because none of them felt strong enough to lead a show. I don't know about you, but were there any secondary characters that you could see leading a spinoff?
Not really.
That's the thing.
No.
So I mean, if people haven't checked out the series, I would say give it a check.
To be honest, actually, Gordon would be able to, but he's not really a secondary character. He's more like a 3rd or 4th.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if you're gonna do Gordon, there's a lot of stuff you need to address. Gordon's a severe alcoholic in that show.
Yep.
Like that is one that is like a serious alcoholic, and he also doesn't really pay attention to consequences for actions. He's kind of just like Barbara's constantly telling him, like, dude, you're not paying attention. You're not listening to me. We need to work on this to save the city. And then he goes out and just starts doing his own crazy dumb shit. And you're like, oh, okay, well, Gordon's going to get everyone killed. Which is a weird version of Gordon for me, because I've never seen Gordon as the, like, fuck up that is putting people at risk. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he's always been a father figure, essentially.
Yeah. Like, literal father, because he is the father of one of the Bat family. So
Exactly.
But yeah, I say give it a chance to folks. I say watch the show. And now that both the seasons
it's definitely, if you ever have like nothing to do and it's like a rainy day, you could easily binge watch season 1 and 2 and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried. I get it. I just I don't like the style. The comedy is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it's heavy on the comedy early on. It does get, I feel like it got more serious at some points.
Yeah, it just gave me like Animaniacs vibe early. I couldn't do it at this age.
I can see what you're talking about, but I think that's extreme.
You think it's extreme?
I think
it's pretty dead on. When like the very first scene on the boat, I couldn't get past that. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Animaniacs did that for jokes. Those guys weren't doing it for joke. Joker is killing people. Like,
yeah,
there's not. It's like when Wacko Yakko and Dot are out there like jokingly hammering people. It's for play, but Joker is actively murdering people, and that's one of the things, because it's DC Universe and it's like an R-rated cartoon. They're like, people are being murdered, their bodies being disfigured, dismembered, broken.
Yeah.
Like it's
no. I honestly understood what they were trying to go for. It just didn't hit with me. I'm sure it would with some people. It's kind of like they tried to Deadpool it a bit too in the humor sense too, right?
Okay, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just my take. My one episode take.
Don't get me wrong. There are episodes that drove me crazy, but in the end, the overall production.
Yeah, the overall.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I unfortunately got to bounce. I got to go back to doing the works, but you guys.
He's just leaving because he doesn't want to talk about Snoop versus DMX. We understand.
I know, man. I know.
I know, right? As soon as he said,
"Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is."
Just ignoring this hip hop, man.
Hater.
Can't.
You were at my house. You know. I have to.
Dave's a hip hop head.
Talk about that.
I know. I'm just teasing him.
My
All right,
boy
man.
Later, Dave.
Peace,
Peace,
Dave.
buddy.
All right.
Yo. Back from the Northwest.
Are you playing music over there still?
Oh no.
Oh, all right. God of High School. I wanted to check that out.
Dude.
How
Yo,
is it?
it is dope. That is a dope ass martial arts. Yo, that is
I
like
wanted to check it
throwback to the only thing that sucks is it's I really do enjoy anime, but when you're watching anime, you realize how the story is just the same fucking story over and over. Like,
Except this one set in Korea or something, right?
yeah, this one's set in Korea. America and China are like merged. I read the comic after I watched the first episode, so I was just like, yeah, I need to understand a bit more.
Is it on the comic source that we have?
No, but I can give you the other source.
Okay.
But yeah, so I read it, and it's funny because the comic is actually super cheap. Like, the comic strip itself is done a lot cheaper in style, but then the show looks so well done that I was just like, wait, is this based on the same thing?
I like the art from what I saw in the trailers.
Yeah, man. It's your usual competition fighting thing with, like, you know, the same thing we saw in Hunter x Hunter, the same thing you see in Dragon Ball, the same thing you see. All of it is that like competition. This one's God of High School, and not all of them are in high school, which I didn't really understand.
What?
Yeah, because there's like one dude who's in it who's like a prisoner. He's like from he's from a juvenile detention center, even though he looks like a grown ass man. And he comes in there and thumps all these poor little kids and beats them half to death because he's trained.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love this already.
He's trained in a martial arts style that's like illegal, that's only known in North Korea. And then you find out that, like, one thing that I find super cool about the comic book, because I read the comic book, so you find out that, like, the martial arts style that most is Taekwondo or something that most of the kids are using is this one style.
Okay.
Then you find out that the prisoner dude may have possibly been kidnapped or something and got trained in North Korea in this other type of Taekwondo that's like North Korean something Taekwondo, which is like this like dangerous type of Taekwondo. And then you find out that in the South, they developed a counter style to that style, which is what the antagonist, the protagonist of the story is now they realize, like, oh, he knows Northern style, and then you find out the other kid knows secret Southern style. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's great.
But
I've been waiting for a tournament style. So here's the thing with like DBZ and Naruto and stuff like that. It's like they do have those tournaments in there, but it's like there's a long stretched out story.
Yeah.
So this to me looks like it's just like it's like Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah.
I mentioned this in our last episode.
Yeah.
But it's just like battle after battle after battle.
100.
Oh,
yo, dude, it's they are fast forwarding. Like, there's one, like, I'm like watching the show first episode, and it was cool too because first episode all the contestants get to the ring, and the guy in the middle says, you know, starts talking to the audience. He's just like, these are all the fighters from the different schools, blah blah blah. He does the whole introduction, and he's just like, and they're going to fight now, and everyone looks around like, wait, what? And it's just like, and then people in the audience start going, oh my God, it's a battle royale. And then you immediately see people in the audience start going, oh, and they start cheering. And then people in the pit start looking at each other and realize, like, oh shit. And all the weak people are like, oh shit. So the weak people start like grouping together to take out bigger people, because the big people, like the real fighters, immediately just start killing people. Like, just, they like, one guy took out 4 guys with one kick, just, and then another girl in one corner just slashes through everybody with her stick. That's the other thing.
Sick.
All weapons
how old is this graphic novel? Do you know?
No, I don't remember. It's not too long ago. I know they reference Obama as the president of a merry China.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of the country in the comic book. It's a merry China, and they meet.
2011 makes sense if Obama was mentioned.
Yeah, and they meet at the Pentagon and stuff, and I was like, this is hilarious.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man.
I like this. I like the idea of this a lot.
Definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching.
Where can I watch this?
Sources. You know, the usual.
Bang.
Sorry. No,
Sources.
Crunchyroll original. So get your Crunchyroll accounts today, kids.
Yes. Oh, the Crunchyroll.
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Not like Crunchyroll started out as a bootlegger. Didn't Crunchyroll start out as a bootleg? Wasn't that
Probably. A
I'm
lot of
sure
them
it did. I really feel like it did.
Yeah.
There's what's it called? What was that site that was bought out? That was a streaming site early on. Was it?
Lee J, it's the show's called God of High School, by the way, because he's asking me what show I was just talking about.
Yeah. Gods of High School. Oh no, the God of High School.
Yeah, the God of High School. Yeah.
Is that the title you get?
God of High School. Yeah, GOH is what it is.
That's hard.
Yeah.
GOH.
Yeah, because they abbreviate.
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
God of High School.
Sorry, I was like God. They spell God GOH.
No.
You can't do that.
But it's the abbreviation. I get it.
Sorry. Yeah. That's the abbreviation.
Oh, that sounds so dope. I'm down.
Yeah.
I just went on a crazy DBZ Super run. When you were talking about tournament,
Yeah.
pretty much the last tail end of Dragon Ball Super is like this huge tournament of power.
Oh, dope.
And it's like all the strongest warriors from each universe. So we find out there's a bunch of different universes in Dragon Ball Super.
Right,
and
because
all
there's
the
like an
different
evil Goku, right?
Huh?
There's an evil Goku or something?
He's in a different dimension.
Oh, sorry.
Like
Yeah.
a different he's like in the future. It's like it's a time travel situation.
Oh boy.
That's
A
Okay.
lot of things happen in Dragon Ball Super I can't get into right now. There's a ton of 100 and something episodes I had to go.
Oh shit.
It's all great.
Yeah, but what's that? Yeah. Tournament of Power is like the strongest fighter from each universe, and they all like meet in this tournament. And you were talking about the weak ones team up to take on a strong, and that's what was happening in this too.
Oh, dope.
It was kind of cool to see. And then this is where like Golden Frieza comes into
Oh.
Golden Frieza.
Okay.
Yo,
Is he beast?
You guys gotta Dragon Ball Super is dope. Like
Yeah.
it's not as great story wise as Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
but in terms of that, it just goes straight action in this.
And I already
It's wicked.
I saw the movie that starts it off too, because the first few
The
episodes.
Broly one.
No, they did a movie that I watched, and then when I watched Dragon Ball Super, I realized that the movie I saw in theaters was an abbreviated version of like the first 3 episodes of the show, and I was like,
Essentially,
Yeah.
The movie is the first 3 episodes of the season, and then it goes on from there.
Yeah. which annoyed me a little bit. I'm like, yo, why did I come to the South Shore? Because the only place I was playing it was the South Shore. So I had to go all the way to the South Shore to watch it because I thought it was like a limited run movie, only to find out it was the same fucking 3 episodes that I could have watched. I was like, I was so vexed that day.
Yeah, it was still worth it. I went back and watched the
It's
movies.
true. It was good. I was just vexed that day.
The God of High School. I like it.
Yeah, it's
It's on
dope.
my list already.
But
I got a long list here.
But also you're right. It is set in North and South. Well, South Korea. So that is different because most of those shows I've never seen them set in Korea at all.
Yeah, they're always set in some obscure town.
Yeah.
Rarely in a real place.
Yeah, I mean, this one is still a weird hybrid because they have that American China.
Right.
But
Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah.
Wicked. I still have to watch Baki on top of it too. Jeez.
Oh yeah, that one's
This
on
list
Netflix,
just
right?
Yeah, that one's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And like Muhammad Ali Jr. is a character on this show,
Oh lord. Oh my god.
and he's a fighter. I've heard some pretty crazy things about it. I want to watch it. It sounds dope. They actually get black right apparently too. So we know how anime movies sometimes or TV shows sometimes don't get that right.
Fuck man.
Oh man.
What was it?
Have you guys seen The Protector on Netflix?
No, I was gonna ask you. I've heard people
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, it's like I have a little like love-hate thing with Netflix, right? It's like I can see from the poster that it's either a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
It's just from the poster. The moment I see like a corny like outfit, you know what I mean? I usually don't click on the show.
Yeah.
But this one I was like, let me give it a shot. It might be cool. It's actually this Turkish. It's a Turkish TV series.
Okay. Is it dubbed?
And
It's English dubbed over.
it's English dubbed, and honestly, I watch it without the dub.
Okay, that's fair.
The dub is horrendous.
Oh
The
yeah.
main actor's voice sounds like a confused and emotionally like short Tom Welling.
Oh.
It's
gosh.
the weirdest voice. Yeah, I don't like it. He sounds it just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
A lot of the voices don't fit, and I get
Yeah.
it. It's hard to sort of like put your voice over on someone else's sort of acting
For
and
sure.
emotions, especially in a different language.
Yeah.
Which is why I always find like people don't respect voice acting enough for that reason. It's crazy. But anyway, because it's an art in itself to embody that emotion someone else is putting out there. But it's based on it's kind of like your typical Chosen One story.
Okay.
But I just like the fact that we're getting a different setting. Right, it's Turkey. We're not really used to seeing movies or TV shows like this come from Turkey. And the main characters, his lineage, or they're the protectors for centuries.
Okay.
And their mission as I guess they're heroes of Istanbul is to kill or get rid of immortals. They're the only people who can kill immortals.
Oh, okay.
And the only way they can kill immortals is with this dagger, which is the only thing that can pierce their skin and do damage. They also have this ring that has a stone in it that kind of glows bright green whenever they're in the presence of an immortal, which is how they know someone's an immortal.
Oh, okay.
And then there's this shirt that's super like it's there's a lot of magic, talisman, a bunch of stuff on it. It's got magic on it. You wear it, your skin absorbs the shirt, and it's now like you're invincible.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's
That
not
does
like
sound
you're
cool.
born with powers. You kind of need these objects and the protector to get things done. So
question. Are only the
Yeah.
protectors able to use these instruments to kill people? Okay, got you.
Yeah. It only works. The magic only works in the hand. So everything's like they're all magic based, right? Everything
Gotcha.
only works in the hands of a protector.
Yeah. Okay.
So without the shirt, he's not invincible. He can still wield the dagger and kill him, but now you can still kill him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and it's I think it's pretty well done. The immortals kind of have powers like vampires, obviously with the immortality part. Without they can walk in the sun. At the point where we actually meet these main characters, I think we're like centuries in. We're like now, and there's only one immortal left.
Oh shit. Okay.
So the protector, his uncle took him in because the protector's parents died. His siblings died in an accident. They never told him how they died, the truth.
Okay.
Until obviously much later when we meet the protector. His name is Hakan.
Okay.
And his uncle kept him out of it. But you know when you're destined for something, it finds you.
Yeah.
It's that kind of like situation. So the uncle had no choice because he was about to die. So he's like, hey, listen, you're the protector. And he said, take me to this place because he got shot. I'm not going to go into the details.
Yeah.
He's like, take me to this place. Hakan's like, why can't I take you to a hospital? You just got shot. You know what I mean? He's like, no, just take me here. He's like, I'm not going to make it. Take me here. So he takes him to this pharmacy. And in the pharmacy, there's a doctor who has a secret like hangout under his pharmacy, like a bat cave. And in there they kind of give him the background on who he is and he obviously a lot of things are happening, he's not comprehending it, but anyway, just his journey to figuring out he's the protector, his love interest in this is pretty they cast the roles pretty well, let's put it that way. It's honestly it's really well done. I like the show a lot, and I don't want to give away too much. I realize I'm about to like start telling the whole story.
How many seasons is it so far?
4.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons. I finished the whole first season, and I'm definitely gonna continue. It's really good.
That's dope.
Super dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a binge.
I mean, you kind of have to overlook. It's not the quality we're used to, but I just like the diversity in the storytelling, and they're different characters than we're used to. So,
I wanted to mention real quick, honorable mention to to Cursed. I forgot that I just watched Cursed on Netflix.
You liked it?
So far, I think it's good. I'm a little the endings. I'm like, this is going in a direction that was a little predictable, but I'm not mad
Isn't
at
it. Isn't it way too abrupt though? How it starts?
It is fast.
You're just thrown in, and it is origin
fast.
story's fine.
Yeah, but
this was like, there was nothing to hold on to.
I think one of the reasons they did that is because the idea is like Arthurian myth is so old that it's like you know who the main players are already. We only have to really introduce you to Nimue because it's like Merlin, Uther Pendragon, Arthur, Morgana, and then like that's it. The Red Paladins are new. I've never seen them before. The Ice King and the Raiders, like I've never, which makes sense. It's actually funny that we've never seen them talk about how the Vikings were running through Britain at the time.
The same time.
Yeah, so it's fun to see a story where like I don't know why this guy claims the kingdom. I don't know where he's been, but that Ice King dude claiming to be the one true king, and I'm like, homie, you look Norwegian. Why are you the one true king of like Britain and the British Empire, like, or whatever the island or. So I was just like, okay, this is cool. But I do agree with you. It is very quick because within like 2 episodes, it's just like, first of all,
and one of the first things we get is that the people are. This is a normal village.
Yeah.
But she has powers, and they call her a witch.
Yeah.
But
her mom also is a healer and seems to have powers, but they don't call her mom a witch.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand. Yeah. I didn't. Oh, I mean, sorry. I guess it is fair. She did get attacked by a evil spirit and survived. So that's why they like to them, whenever she's using her power, she's tapping into that demon to use it, I guess, is one of the. But it's just like, why are you guys okay with the other use of magic, but not
right?
Like, she's not doing anything, and she only ever uses the power in defense of herself. Every time you see her using her power, it's defending herself because you weirdos are upset that she got attacked by a bear or whatever and survived. And I'm like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
This is where some shows lose me. Because right away, I'm like, I like suspending disbelief, but like, you guys don't even believe in what you're doing. Why is she called?
Yeah, I think
it was unnecessary.
I guess Devin agrees with you because he wrote, "Not a fan of the show, couldn't even finish the first episode."
Yeah, I wanted to like it, but when you start persecuting a character and there's no real basis behind
I
it,
agree
but
with
you
that.
just want them to see, you just want to show they're going through adversity.
Yeah,
but the adversity just seems fake and put on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely, no, you're right. I agree that like her facing like their hate for absolutely no reason seems weird. Like there's absolutely no reason for them to hate on her. But anyway, I feel like we're gonna have a lot to say about this last discussion.
Let's go for it.
Skinny, you wanna introduce this one?
There's not really much to introduce tonight. 8 p.m. on IG, Verzuz that we all know about. You know, for those that don't know, it's a series where hip hop, R&B, gospel, and all kinds of artists, not rock yet, but we'll get there, essentially go up against each other, usually in the same category, and put up 20 of their best songs. And it's more or less like nobody really wins. The crowd decides, but everybody kind of just joins in and has a good old time. So tonight, which I actually found was kind of a mismatch. I don't know about you guys.
Yes, I definitely agree.
DMX
a mismatch in what way?
Snoop Dogg versus DMX.
That's a big mismatch. Like
I don't even like the matchup.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
what we're saying.
Okay.
You gotta have Snoop Dogg versus like another, either not Snoop Dogg versus another West Coast person, but Snoop Dogg versus another West Coast person. You know what I mean?
Or no, not even just someone with the same kind of catalog.
That's my thing. For me, the fact that Snoop has such a bigger catalog than DMX, like such a deeper catalog seems, and I'm not trying to hate on X. Like DMX is an amazing rapper, but like that window of Rough Riders and DMX is a very specific window where we were in high school and X was killing it, and then afterwards he had, he started having legal trouble, disappeared, then came back. Hell, even before the legal trouble, his last albums that he released while we were all still in high school didn't even sell that well.
He did still put out 3 albums within the same year, or 2 albums in a year. So
that was crazy, and both those albums were fucking fire.
Right, so he's going to be pulling a lot from Dark as Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Then there was X. Then they were going to get into the stuff that I don't remember, and then that other song, Who We Be. If he starts playing Who We Be, it's over.
But here's my. DMX has songs, great. Snoop Dogg has songs, but their vibes are so different. How do you switch from a Snoop Dogg vibe to a? Does Snoop Dogg have to stay gangster, or can he play beautiful? Because we know damn well DMX doesn't have a song close to that vibe.
Yeah, he does. He has How's It Going Down? He has
Come on.
What
does he have? What is business want from us?
Yes, he does. But even though it's iconic, listen, he has that, and then you forget he has Party Up. So the minute Snoop goes and does a beautiful, DMX just pulls out Party Up, which is y'all must think I'm losing. You know that song?
Yeah, but
he
doesn't have enough That's the
Yeah,
thing.
man.
Because Snoop has multiple party songs like that. Like,
Snoop has sensual seduction. Yep.
like, I mean,
Yo, come
Snoop
on.
was on
Snoop
a
got
whole
this,
like
man. I'm sorry. I like
Neptune
DMX
tips
and
for
all,
a
but I
sec.
think Snoop got this.
Oh,
Yeah, but we're also
Next
talking.
episode. Snoop is gonna play next episode.
We're not just talking about DMX songs. We're talking about DMX features as well.
Sure.
Okay, that next episode is a Snoop feature. What
Right.
DMX
DMX
feature
has money, power, respect to go against the next episode.
doesn't beat next episode? I'm sorry. It doesn't. It doesn't. Not for me. Not for me.
Wait.
On money, power, respect.
Is he on
You
the
know what?
remix?
You know what?
Is he on the remix of Money Power? Because he's not on the original.
Yes, he is. Yeah. With the locks, yeah, he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Ow. Yeah, no, come on. I wish Facebook. I wish I could play these verses, boys.
Yeah, we can't.
I
play
mean,
music
you could. It's just that they would. The Facebook episode would get messed up, but the Twitch episode would survive.
Is it fair to say Lil Kim bars up DMX in that?
No!
I'm kidding. I'm about to get controversial. I wanted to see you go crazy.
Little kid bars him up. You
No.
bars him up? No.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be tough because you're gonna have X crowd, and I think his stands, even though they're not like, no one's helping him now by buying any of his albums or music.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing it for. They're trying to get his money up.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's all this is, right?
Yeah, because
Obviously.
then who was it? Someone's Jill Scott and Erica Badu jumped up some 200% on their streams and
easy.
yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
That's why you're doing it.
the smallest increase was Ludacris and Nelly. They only had a 30% increase on their.
Yeah, that's Nelly's fault.
It is.
Poor
It is
Nelly.
Nelly's fault.
I blame Nelly for that.
Poor Nelly.
Halfway through, people were just like, "All right, I'm out."
Damn.
Crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I think it'll be cool. I'm not. I wish.
Man,
I wish it was.
He
Snoop Dogg
released
versus someone
2
else.
albums in 1 year, and both of them were fire. I will give it to DMX, man. It's dark as hell. It's dark and hell is hot, and flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Yeah.
And then there was X in '99. That shit's wild. That shit was wild. Like these are like these. Oh
Wait,
man.
what? Lee J said something about Apple Music bought into it.
Yeah, you can
Into
now watch it
Verzuz?
on Apple Music.
Yeah,
on
officially
Apple
not
TV.
cool anymore.
Say what?
It's officially not cool anymore.
It was never cool.
No, I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it.
it's officially, you know what I mean? Like, well, this is what I was talking about. Like, let us have it for a second before they get it. They have it now, so now it's not cool.
You think the next phase is going to be like The Rock and the stuff like we were saying?
Oh, the next phase is going to be some shit that I'm not tuning into. That's for damn sure.
Yo, man, I'm excited for this one. I think one of the things, and I agree with you, like Party Up in Here, Who We Be, X has solid tracks. Don't get me wrong. What?
Yes, slipping,
Yeah.
falling, can't get up. Like he turned that funny joke into a serious ass song.
Yo, I think DMX versus Jadakiss, I would have been okay with.
No, Jada would have ruined him.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
it's
that
the
would have
same
been
way I feel-
that would have
it's
been
the
a
same
better
way I-
battle. Because who did
I
Jadakiss
think
get?
It's like gangster
Oh,
rap versus gangster rap. Snoop Dogg
Jadakiss
and-
got Fabulous.
What?
Jadakiss went up against Fab.
Yeah, and won.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and then destroyed him.
Okay, that was a good matchup though too.
Yeah.
Maybe Styles P, but either way, that would have.
Ooh, DMX versus Styles P would have been good.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have gotten an audience. Snoop Dogg is the draw
Oh
here,
yeah.
and everybody coming to see DMX. You know, it's like, oh, let's see how he does. But we all know what he's coming with.
Do you
Whereas
think there's
Snoop, I know can go in any damn direction.
I gotta say this though. One of the things about the Verzuz is definitely for our generation. That's one of the things we know.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
the kids born in 2000 don't know DMX.
Yeah, and
'Cause
what are you gonna go back and listen to Lil Yachty's first album versus Lil Peep's first album or something? It's not. Yeah, it's not the. It's not the same.
Shit.
It's not the same. It hits different in another way.
Toby's just running with the street sweeper. Just brrr. God damn.
Oh man.
Oh my God, Damien. I forgot about that track. Yo, there's so many tracks I want to play right now from X.
Drake
Yo.
versus Jay-Z. Nah, Jay-Z's not doing anything. Jay-Z's not.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is never doing this, and
It's
I
the
hope
same way 50 Cent is not doing it. Jay-Z won't
Well,
do it.
yeah.
Okay, well, 50
And-
Cent should do it.
50 Cent.
Why?
50 Cent
Actually-
wants to go up against Jay though. That's what he's saying.
Who?
50 said if he goes up against anyone, it's Jay. He's not going up against because I think Ti.
Oh, that's fine. But Jay will wash him. But that's fine.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
a
okay
huge
with
I'm a huge
that.
50 fan, but Jay just has too much reach here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z would kill him. Busta Rhymes and Snoop would have been nice.
Yeah. I still think Busta and Missy. I still really think Busta.
Yeah, see, vibes. I think we should be going
Yeah.
vibe versus vibe.
Yeah, I think the energy
know?
that they both brought, and they were out at the same time. That's
Yeah.
why Ludacris versus Nelly didn't seem crazy to me. It's just that Nelly didn't seem like
Nelly
as good
messed up.
Yeah. Also, I just don't think Nelly was as good a rapper as Ludacris.
No, not
Personally.
in any way.
Yeah. Okay.
Nelly was like the original. I'm all about the melody,
Yes.
not really the lyrics.
Yes.
I think it was singing.
Not the original, but that was
Yeah,
his
that was
MO.
his bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think this is gonna do for DMX moving forward? Because coming out of he's gonna
Is
what?
DMX on Spotify?
He must. I mean, must be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let me think.
I don't know who doesn't have a Spotify deal at this point.
Probably DMX.
Sure.
There are a few artists you can't.
Oh,
really
I wonder
find
if
their
Shine-
catalogs.
De La Soul, really?
Yo, who could Shine go up against? with
Shine?
his
Shine
one
has like
album.
4 songs.
Shine will
With
go up
his one-
against Bone Crusher or something.
Oh.
That's how many songs.
Well, don't do that to Bone Crusher.
The shade. I love it. It's just like, nah, these niggas only got 4 tracks each. We can't even do 20 with you.
No, where the hood at? I forgot about where the hood at.
Oh, shit.
Again, I know DMX. Anyway, I don't know. I just don't like the verses. I'm sure it'll go well. I just don't. I wish they were matched up differently, and then I could still see them and appreciate it. I just feel like switching from what Snoop Dogg doesn't play to what it just to me doesn't compute right now.
All the DMX that's on Spotify is like wild, like super bootlegged shit. Like
It's on his album?
No, man, he doesn't have. I don't see his albums on here, bro.
Oh shit, you were right. He doesn't
See
have a
our
deal with them.
albums.
Man, that's
Hold on.
weird. I find it weird.
No, he's here. He's here. Okay,
Oh,
he's here.
okay. I was
Thank
just
God.
like, that seems weird to me when artists don't, because it's a revenue stream. Like, why would you not be on there? You have to, especially if you're
I forgot about
DMX.
the Great Depression and Year of the Dog again.
Yeah, some artists don't have their whole catalog on Spotify either, though. Too.
Yeah, I know
That's,
Jay-Z pulled his at one point. I think he still
Yeah.
doesn't have most of it up. The only
on
the
top.
only ones that were up.
Either.
Sorry.
De La Soul isn't up here either.
Yeah, but that's a whole other legal issue with Tommy and.
Yep.
I wonder how much stuff from Ruckus is on there. Remember Ruckus Records?
Nothing. Remember Ruckus?
Ruckus Records. Yo, Ruckus Records was fun. The first time I ever heard Eminem was actually on a Ruckus track. It wasn't on one of his tracks.
What?
Yeah,
What track is that?
let me look it up. Sound Bombing 2?
Yep.
Sound Bombing 2,
Huh.
Eminem is on the cover, and that was the first time I heard Eminem rap. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, he's on the cover. He's like this little kid with the cap on next to, I don't remember who. But I heard the track, and I was just like, who is this dude? Especially on Sound Bombing with, like, Talib, Sadat X, like, all these other dudes, and then you have Eminem. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I see it with a green hat on.
Yeah. Like Pharoah Monch next to Eminem. I would
Hey,
not
man.
have thought those two.
Little did you know Eminem belongs up there.
Oh, 100. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hate on him. It's just at the time
Yeah.
when because think of it this way: the album came out in what 99,
Mhm.
like early, and Eminem's first track is what?
My name is.
Yeah.
And he drops that early. Shit, when did he drop that?
His first mainstream track, yeah, it was like 99, maybe.
I was,
Yeah,
it was in grade 9. It was 99.
Yeah.
So it's probably later that year. Yeah, so that's probably it. So that's for me. It was just like, okay, I don't know who this kid is, but oh wait, Introduction to Slim Shady LP.
Yeah.
In the spring of '97, he released a Slim Shady EP.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the EP. But when does the LP drop?
99.
Yeah, February 99.
99.
Yeah, so that's it. So he dropped that album February 99, but I got Bombing in March, heard him, went back and bought the Slim Shady LP. Because I was just
That's
like,
cool.
oh, this kid's not that bad. And then he turned out to be a pretty good rapper.
Looking back,
go ahead.
looking back on Eminem's career, I would not have used "My Name Is" as my first single on that whole album.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
that's
have used
fair.
that one.
But
Yeah, but look at the they planned out
Yes.
his rollout like
Yeah.
crazy.
They had to.
and I don't
Yeah.
think he picked that. I don't think that was up to him. Because remember, like,
That
when
was no, it was
really?
because that's the first song him and Dr. Dre did together. You know that, right?
Oh shit. Okay.
Dr. Dre heard Eminem's mixtape because someone that worked at Interscope went to see a rap battle. Went up to Eminem after he lost. He got second place in that rap battle. He always talks about this rap battle that he lost because he never got it out of his mind. And someone's like, "Here, let me get your tape." And Eminem's like, "Yeah, sure. Here you go." And then that guy took it to Dr. Dre. Sorry, took it to Rosenberg.
Oh, okay.
Who then I think took it to Dre. And then Dre was like, "Yo, find
is
this
this
kid."
kid?
And
Yeah.
then Eminem flew down from Detroit. He got kicked out of his house. Like that same. So he was like on the streets.
Oh shit.
He was evicted. He had to like go in through a window to get into his house to like stay in there or something. And then
Oh,
he
shit.
flew out from Detroit to the studio. And the first beat Dr. Dre played was "My Name Is," and Eminem was like, "This is my shot." So he just started saying the first thing that came to his mind, and it was, "Hi, my name is," and then Dre's like, "Yo, get in the booth."
Oh
Done.
fuck. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's good for him, man. I mean, that's one of those opportunities that you fight for. That's what the
Yeah,
whole.
man.
Every time you hear these stories about hip hop artists, there's the artists who work really hard, and that's him. He worked really hard, but he got lucky. I mean, handing your tape to
There's
somebody.
a lot of luck.
Yeah, handing your tape to a dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not talented because I saw Skinny's face. I'm not taking away from his talent, but the fact.
Oh no,
that-
no.
Oh, okay,
Trust
okay.
me, I'm not on the Eminem bandwagon. Don't worry. I was just like, he is talented, but I just don't put him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
I think now, later in his career, if you go back and listen to his stuff, I can't really rock with it as much. His flow, his
Yeah.
cadence, his delivery is incredible, and I loved it back then because teenage angst. period.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
now he is. Have you listened to his new stuff?
Yo, now he's a machine
Dude,
gun.
he's seasoned. Like the
He is.
message, the everything is there. It's not violence for the sake of violence, unless
Yeah.
he's a Slim Shady track. For the most part, as Eminem, he is actually dropping a lot of gems, and his bars are so much better. Just go listen to him on the Kid Cudi track.
No, I'm not doing that.
You didn't listen
What?
to the track? Why? It's a
I
good
heard
track.
The beat is trash. The beat is shitty. I can't.
What?
Oh
Nah,
my
man, I
god,
can't.
Skinny, what are you
Oh
talking
my
about? What are you
God.
talking about?
Yo, that's one of the
I
best
fuck
beats.
with it.
That's one of the best beats I heard from Dot the Genius in a while.
You don't
That's
like that
that's,
beat at
that's
all?
Kid Cudi right there, but modern.
I don't mess
And
with
then
Cudi.
Eminem goes on the Kid Cudi vibe and keeps
Yeah!
the Kid Cudi
Yo,
kind
dude,
of flow.
When I woke up
but-
in the morning
but
and heard it the
bars-
first time, I was like, "Yo, what is this?" Like, I was mad impressed. I was mad impressed. I thought it was a joke at first too. I was just like, Eminem and Kid Cudi, that's some fake shit. And then it was actually a real track. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay."
I don't know where, bro. This track is fire as hell. The track is dope.
You really don't like it? But wait, do you not like
They say
Kid Cudi?
time's undefeated. I'm gonna be the first one that could beat it. Yo, get
Nah,
out of here. This track is sick. You can what? Yeah, did you listen to it?
Yes, I listen to it. Yes.
And you didn't like the beat. What didn't you like about it? It's too
I
dark.
mean, it's not my vibe. It's damn. I don't like the artist on top of it. Like I'm just
I guess Kid Cudi is. I've kind of heard that a lot, right?
Kid
I
Cudi is very
love
much
Kid
an
Cudi.
acquired taste. Like if you don't,
I
you
love
have
Cudi.
to fuck with him or don't.
Yeah, I think
because
the
I
reason
love
why I
Cudi.
like him is because rap to me, before a lot of these artists like Wiz Khalifa and Kid Cudi, was always like, who's the toughest, who's the most gangster.
Yeah.
And these two came on the scene and just talked about the shit they're doing on a daily basis. And I was like, oh,
Wine
yeah.
more, man. Cudi
What?
was always bitch. Cudi was always bitching, and like he came out and like within
No,
2
man.
years,
Damn,
like
no.
I'm a quit
Wait,
rapper.
wait,
I'm not
yo,
rapping
okay.
anymore. Like,
we're gonna have to do a podcast where we listen to his first album
no, we
through and
don't.
through.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Are you? Wow.
Listen, do you not remember me making fun of Mr. Rager? Like Mr.
Yeah.
Rager.
Okay.
That dog.
Yes. Again,
Dog.
no one says he doesn't have misses. He addresses them
Mhm.
even on this song and says that he went through a period where he was just on drugs all the time.
Too much
Right?
noise. Too much noise candy. Fuck out of here.
Oh man.
But he was still
Anyway.
he was still
I can't believe you don't like. Anyway, that's fine.
I also
Oh.
don't like Logic, so it's okay.
I don't like Logic.
Yeah, but that's because
but
Logic isn't a good rapper. That's different.
he's all right. He's all right, but he was never my style. That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't like this track, but I get it. Cudi is an acquired taste, but this is one of the best songs I've heard from Cudi in years.
I loved early.
Aside from his Kanye feature recently.
Yes.
Ghost. I forget the
Ghost World.
Yeah,
or Ghost. Whatever the album was, where they did a whole album together.
Yeah, but there was like one particular song where he hums on it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to find that one line that I fucking thought was crazy. Separate yourself from those who try to pull you down. The real ones never stray. It's sort of like Medusa. That's how they stay ahead.
How you stay ahead of snakes.
Dude, when I saw that line, I was just like, this motherfucker.
And the flow, he says before he drops that bar, and the way he goes in and out of the cadence, bro, he is so much better now than he was then.
I was so impressed with how he fucking delivered that line.
It's so clear.
Yeah.
And
you know me, I'm a Greek mythology nerd, so to hear someone drop a line, Medusa, that's how you stay ahead of snake. Oh my god. Ahead of snakes and ahead of snake. I was like, yes, I see it. I respect. Look at this. Yo, man, I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying he's
I'm mouthwash because even when I'm on the fluoride swish.
Yo, dude, fluoride
bro,
swish.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Skinny.
You're such a hater, right?
Are you saying you don't? But Skinny.
You're such a hater right now.
Hating aside, you gotta admit those are good lines.
They're all right. I mean,
they're all right. I'm not saying they're the greatest. I'm just saying they're good.
What the funny thing about it is, these aren't the craziest Eminem lines I've ever heard,
exactly.
but his delivery and the anyway, I don't know how. There's no argument here. You just don't like it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a great song, man.
That's
I like
so
it a lot.
funny.
But yo, for real, but I had it on repeat for a few days, and then the Drake and Heady One track came out, and that's my repeat right now. That track is fire too. Only You freestyle. Is it Only You? Yeah, it's Only You.
Only You.
Yeah.
Crazy kids, we got to get to the geek news and rumors. Ending the show. We got about 9 minutes before you kids have to go watch, like we said, Verzuz, Snoop versus DMX. It's available on the Verzuz.tv on IG. But yeah, so Tenet delayed again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were hoping this was the one movie that was immune, but I guess nothing's immune at this point.
Some people are making an argument for him to just put it online.
Blame Florida.
Put it what?
Blame Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they should release it in Florida first. test it out.
So these people kill themselves?
Hey, man, they're testing vaccines in Africa. No one asked them for. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Anyways, yeah. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'll just get mad.
Yeah, I wish they were able to just put it on. I know there's a lot of legalities behind like releasing it on a platform before theaters and stuff, but these are unprecedented times. Like you got to kind of be forward thinking now more than ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know everyone's saying he said he wants to hold it back because he wants to really make sure to help the theaters. That's what like the whole goal for why he wanted to release it in August, because he really wanted to help the theaters, but it's not looking good. So another thing that's delayed by the COVID, Falcon and the Winter Soldier release is delayed, but not WandaVision. Sorry, I forgot to write the WandaVision part.
Okay.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first MCU series that was going to come out. It's going to come out in August. I mean, we're all really excited for it. I know I am. But yeah, it got delayed because they didn't even finish filming. They had to stop production in March. One of the things that sucks.
They were shooting in Europe. Right?
Yeah. One of the things that sucks about this new fast tracking filming, where you can film pretty much to the last minute and then just edit real quickly and put shows out, is this exact thing. Because old school TV, you had to film that shit like a year in advance for all your post. And had they done that the old school way, it would have been done in time. But because they produce things so quick now, which is good, I guess, but this is what happens because now all of this stuff is delayed and pushed back. So,
yeah.
Shout outs to Lee J for this one. He sent me this one. Black Girl Magic at Netflix is the Old Guard Apex Invitational only. So Netflix held an event where they invited gamers to their Old Guard Apex Invitational. So Apex Legends, I think, is the name of the game. They had teams. Team Bliss won, which was headed by this young black woman, and her team destroyed. Like when I looked at the score,
Were they all girls?
Yeah, it's all girl team, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, damn.
I think all the teams were all women, but yeah. But yeah, man, it's dope. Like, and you know, shout out to Lee J for sending me this one, because I had heard that Netflix was doing something gaming wise for the Old Guard. I just hadn't read up on it. So when I saw that it was these guys, I thought that was really cool.
I wonder why they made it just. I mean, again,
Female
I get
lead.
it.
Yeah, they're.
I would have liked to see their prowess against other people.
Yeah. Well, if anything, I think the idea is
cool.
women in gaming don't get shine. So it's just like, well,
yeah, 100%.
So, you know, but yeah, kudos to them.
Again, for sure.
Yeah.
Kudos. I actually probably might go watch a clip of it.
And one of the things that I'm excited for is the girl at the end says, like, you know, we won in this arena, but don't think we wouldn't kick boys' asses. Like, essentially,
there you go.
She throws down the gauntlet. Like, she's like, we can do this just as well against the guys and the girls. Don't worry. So I respect that.
I was excited. I was exactly excited when you said. I was like, "Oh, they beat the," and then I was like, "Okay." But even then, it doesn't change the fact that they won.
Yeah.
I would still love to see them kick some dudes' asses in video games, because guys, for some reason, every time guys are always surprised. Like randomly a girl playing Call of Duty and she's kicking ass. It's like, "Oh, it's a girl." It's like,
yeah, I know that is such a weird old school mentality. Like, not every girl grew up with Barbie, homie. She might have just picked up a controller mad young and just been.
Exactly.
Murking people in the game from day one.
It's just people. It's just the person who has a preference of the things they like to do. It's same goes for everything. But anyway.
Invincible, the series, the animated series that's going to be on Amazon, is filling up dope. Steven Yeun, Sandra Oh, Mark Hamill, now joined by Zachary Quinto and Carrie Payton.
I wish it was live action.
I could see that, but an animated version of this could be really dope. Could be
I think
really
so.
dope.
I mean, they have I'm excited for all the A-listers, and
yeah.
I mean, some of them are A-listers, and a lot of them are like A-.
Voice acting wise, they're all A-listers. Carrie Payton is one of the biggest voice actors. He does Cyborg on in Teen Titans.
For sure. We have Mark Hamill,
Mark
obviously
Joker, yeah, of course. Steven Yeun and Sandra Oh aren't really. I don't know them.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like half, right?
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Gillian Jacobs.
Yeah. If you had a voice actors award, these guys are sitting at the back.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison to like if you were at the Emmys, they would be sitting in the front. You know what I mean? Like, especially Sandra.
Which is why the name like Jason Mantzoukas, I was saying.
Yeah.
Zazie Beetz is actually kind of cool that she's on this. Where is he? Walton Goggins. I love that guy. Yeah. So I can't wait to see how he
was so good on
this.
Justified. My God.
He's a great actor.
And what was the other one?
He's definitely, unfortunately for him, his face and his head.
Yeah.
Kind of puts him in a bucket. It's usually like the villainous role.
Yes.
He is your stereotypical villain.
Funny enough, he has a show on CBS right now where he plays a widow, like his wife's dead, and he has 2 daughters, and he's just like, the Unicorn, where he's like this dad who's like single and has 2 daughters and is actually very nice, and his friends are constantly trying to get him to date women because all the women in the neighborhood are just like, oh, I want a piece of that. But he's so absent-minded, he doesn't realize that women are hitting on him.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's funny.
That makes perfect sense.
The last thing I had here is Noah Centineo joins Black Adam's film as the Atom Smasher.
How is Black Adam still a thing?
Yeah. I know. I don't understand.
How is The Rock still Black? I don't want The Rock as Black Adam anymore.
Interesting. Man,
I don't think I ever.
Why you gotta say that with 2 minutes left?
I
have a whole bunch of questions. Why all of a sudden?
Wait, what?
I have a whole bunch of questions. Why all of a sudden the change? Because then we originally, weren't you originally one of the people who was looking forward to seeing him in the role?
I think the hype at the time with what was that movie, that the other version?
Shazam.
Captain Marvel. Shazam.
Yeah.
It's been so long. This is my point.
Yeah.
Like there's such a there's no plan, there's no script, there's no snippet, there's no teaser, there's no nothing. 3 years has passed by since the first announcement. My interest has gone from like here to like below this table. It's gone.
Especially since the DCEU is dead. It's complete.
What's the point?
Yeah.
And just give it to someone else. Fuck The Rock. He could be an EP on it, but that's about it.
Also,
I'm
he's
sure
doing
there's
his Titan
plenty
games.
of bald actors out there that can wear a wig too. Like,
no, that's fair. I think you're right.
The Rock's like BLM, bald lives matter.
Oh no! Don't give him.
That might have to be the title, which is perfect because you said it right at the end. Bald lives matter, guys. That's pretty much the whole show because we really there's 2 minutes until these guys are supposed to start, and as much as I jokingly say I think they're going to be late, I actually want them to be on time. So that's it, man. That's the whole show, guys. Anything you guys want to tell people? Say what?
It's on YouTube, right?
No, it's going to be on IG and Apple.
You can watch on Apple.
Yeah, they're on Apple. You can stream it on the Apple TVs. But Toby, you can watch Verzuz from your computer now. If you go to Instagram.com/verzuz.tv, you can go to their live from a browser and watch it full screen.
That's exactly it. I don't want to watch it from my phone.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Hopefully the sound is good. I don't know if they're going to be together, which that's one of the things I'm interested in seeing.
Well, maybe they're probably gonna be wearing a hazmat suit and shit.
Well, no, because they've all been doing it. Alicia Keys and John Legend did theirs together. Beanie Man and Bounty Killer did theirs together.
They all did it after Beanie and after Beanie.
Yeah, they were the first. Yeah. Okay, kids. Bald Lives Matter. We're out. That's the episode. We'll be back next week. Peace. Have a good one, y'all.
Deuces.
All these.